It's the semi-finals, guys. Here, for NetEase, in the top right-hand corner of 2000 atmospheres, in the blue, is the Protoss. From Cascade, it is SKILLOUS. And in the opposite corner instead, Kingslayer in the red, legendary Zerg, it is SERRAL. Did I forget to do the dramatic zoom in on SKILLOUS? I think I did. So let's give him a dramatic zoom in, guys. He deserves it. Yeah, that's what I want to see. Probes blocking the natural. Just an instant classic, you know? So taking its third. 2000 atmospheres, not the biggest map. Map I very much love, to be honest. It really makes clever plays shine in many different ways. So looking forward to see these two players shine in their own. They're very tactical players, especially SKILLOUS. Really improving a lot in the last few years. Not still quite a top class European Protoss. They're still, well, let's say foreigner Protoss. They're still players like Astrea, Neeb, and Showtime, who are just a tiny bit too good. But SKILLOUS definitely improving a lot. It's one of those players to be on the lookout in the future, and even close future, to be completely honest. Very curious to see what is going to be his approach in these earlier stages of the game. Don't think it's going to be anything laid back, considering how SKILLOUS likes to play. SERRAL soon to take his natural, mostly he's just waiting for the resources. Cybercore is done, gas is up, and it's going to be a Stargate. Yeah, pretty much the safest choice. You can use it in very different ways to get aggression done, or maybe just get a defensive vote rate. There's many things you can do. Of course, against SERRAL, you have to put some pressure. Otherwise, it will just outgrow you. That's the kind of player he is. And to defeat him, you have to accomplish some important early game damage, in my opinion. Not all the scouting from that poor little fellow. And that's quite possibly the weirdest wall-off I've ever seen in my life. Okay, you walled off with just a pylon and two structures, but you had to put another gateway in a very awkward spot. And every structure is fairly vulnerable as well. That's very weird. That's an odd one, if you ask me. Of course, there's an Oracle incoming. To get something done on the map, again, some map control. Again, map control in early game ZVP. Yeah, that's all it comes to. That's by far the most important thing. And SERRAL doesn't want his Oracle from getting much done. Doesn't want his Oracle to get much done. Sorry. Of course, a couple spore crawlers are already going up. The queens are going to be the most important pieces of this. Fending off. Second Oracle incoming, and the third one is in the making. SKILLOUS looking for the triple Oracle standard stats build. Last from 2020, really. Which has worked mixed ways, I'd say. Of course, you can easily transition out of this. And you are not forced into a board rate for defense. You gain a lot of map control. And where is the third Oracle actually? Here it is. It's all funding a lot of damage, just 3 drones. It's rare that you get more than that. Larry is incoming, Roach Warren is incoming. It's really just the by the book Zerg player. He will just get everything just when he needs it, just the perfect timing. But he's not going to be that kind of player who will surprise you in a ZVP with, like, I don't know, an early Nidus. He has done some Warmost shenanigans, but it's just not his playstyle in some way. He's just not the kind of player who will put you in a very defensive position. He likes to do some timing attacks, but he always has a backup plan. He rarely goes all in. He just does it a little bit in CVZ maybe. A lot of lanes. Trying to get stuff done. Of course. They can be very deadly in his hands. But SKILLOUS should have way more than enough defenses to defend them off. Oh, yeah, getting a Sentry or 2 might be very big. But those were absolutely majestic force fields. SERRAL hitting with a timing again. Roach and Ravages ready to strike over here. There's not much in the sense of defense. Oh, Pulsar Beam got activated by these Oracles who don't have a lot of energy. Now the Queens can safely keep these Ravagers stocked up. And lanes getting here in the main, forcing the Oracles out of the battle. Look at this go. SERRAL finding damage in the main, finding damage in the natural. Looking to put an end to the army of SKILLOUS. There's one Immortal who's proving it a little bit too hard to fend off. Lots of shield batteries really helping with that, but these links are just absolutely melting through the economy of SKILLOUS. The rest of the army doing its best, but of course that Queen was a little bit too far to be transfused. But nonetheless, shield batteries out of juice. It looks like SERRAL might have fought a little bit too spread out. He's not really caring about these anymore, it seems. He's just preparing other stuff back home. He's making more lanes, he's making more queens. Now that the world is open, these lanes can do basically whatever they want. This is not a game over spot. It's very close to that. Ravagers still raining fire. Beautiful timing attack. More lanes incoming. SKILLOUS hanging by a thread right now. He's really under pressure. The Cyber Core is going down. A couple lanes are going to be sacrificed for that, but 12 probes are going down. The whole army of SKILLOUS is in shambles. And SERRAL is already replacing the lost queens. He's already making a fourth, and he's already dropping down an infestation pit to get the late game upgrades. SERRAL definitely in a winning position, and SKILLOUS feeling compelled to do some counter attack. Otherwise, it will just slowly die to SERRAL. Another counter from SERRAL gets 2 probes. These Stalkers got a Ravager, but that was a dangerous blink forward. I'm not too sure about that, really. They will blink back into safety if it comes to another little strike. Yeah, they will just blink back. And SKILLOUS has a lot to rebuild. And I don't know if he has the time for that. SERRAL is ready to get to a critical mass of drones and then just pump out units and strike out. Stalkers trying to get something done, but of course the army of SERRAL is in a great position to fend them off. Still, they can trade, blink backwards, trade and blink backwards. And SKILLOUS looking to find some AoE damage with the Templar Archive going down. Might be too little, too late. SERRAL setting up a surround on the last few Stalkers and they need to be recalled. Blink is in cooldown. The upgrades are up. Oh my goodness, look at the health of these poor guys. 4 of them survive, but they will be scared for life. These Oracles trying to lower the count of Ravagers, but they do it in a very dangerous way. One of the Oracle is going to fall. That's pretty much irreplaceable for SKILLOUS at this stage. He's going to have to stay on one Oracle for a lot of time. Killing 3 drones, definitely not worth it. SERRAL looking like he's toying with his prey right now. Just look at the resources he has. SKILLOUS has a lot of resources, yes, but he just doesn't find a way to spend them properly. Gas being pumped into High Templars, while the rest of the resources being pumped into Zealots and the Warp Prism. But it's going to be a final stand for SKILLOUS, it seems. There's a couple shield batteries in this third base. It doesn't really look like SERRAL can easily hit over there. This fourth is not going up though. It's going to be cancelled for sure. Oh no, it's not going to be cancelled. Is it going to be a kill actually? Yeah, that is definitely a kill. SERRAL decides not to commit his lanes. He has 28 more incoming. I don't feel like that Nexus is going to stay alive for a lot longer. What SERRAL drops his 5th base. On 100 army supply and 72 workers. Upgrades, honestly, not bad for SKILLOUS, but that is its only saving grace. Oh, this base is actually going down. That's a beautiful catch by SKILLOUS. Being on even base with the Zerg, always a good thing. Banelings, of course, destroying these last few Zealots, but SKILLOUS is looking for another attack over here. I'm not sure about this. Zealots way too backwards. Now the Archons are going to tank a lot of damage before the Zealots can get in. But no, the Banelings still get to the Zealots. The rest of the army forced to kite backward. Engaging in a choke point against Ravagers. Not the best choice he had. And now, this counter attack completely whiffed by SKILLOUS, with the drones moving out just when they needed to. Beautiful crit spread is the key for success in this game for SERRAL. And now he's, after killing the Nexus, he's looking to get a cancel on this one. SKILLOUS might be forced to go all in right here, because that base is not going to be saved. Yeah, that's not even a cancel. That's brutal. That's a lot of Roaches and Ravagers. Blink forward is a very, very scary one. But in the end, they're just going to be forced by the Biles to cut backwards. The Immortals are doing a lot of damage. They're not having health. The last Archon is going to fall, and now it's just Roaches and Ravagers melting through everything else. Ravager Bars raining from the sky, killing the Warp Prism. And there looks like it's not going to be enough for SKILLOUS. He's fighting back. He's retreating to leave and fight another day. That's not a spot in which you can win this. Stalkers blinking back to the last bastion of the Protoss base, which is these 2 shield batteries in the top left. SERRAL cutting down the rocks for an easier reinforced timing. Oh yeah, these Ravagers even fighting on a lower count. Does SKILLOUS have a Storm? He doesn't even have a Storm. He needs those Archons out, but are they going to be out on time? I don't know about that. Ravagers forcing another bad trade for SKILLOUS. And now more and more Banelings are being morphed. SERRAL even gaining control of the watchtower. It stops SKILLOUS from sending some counterattacks. There's a hive incoming, like even a follow-up for SERRAL. It's honestly just not needed. It's 109 supply against 57. Shield batteries will do their best, I guess. But look at the Banelings go. Shield battery overcharge available and used. But not before so much of the army of SKILLOUS has been completely destroyed. More units being warped in by SKILLOUS. But shield battery overcharge is now on cooldown. Desperately trying to take this base once again. But SERRAL is not one who wants to wait. He wants game 2. He wants to get to the next map. And he will do that. Sending his units in. Actually, there's a lot of Archons over here. It's not an easy position to break. Wait a second. Shield batteries are out of juice though. Yeah, that is kind of deadly. Oh, here comes the Banelings. Archons are very thick, and they're going to be destroyed by these vials. The last few banelings connect onto the Stalkers. Not even the best targets. But SERRAL doesn't care. GG gets cold. It's going to be a game 1 victory for SERRAL. But maybe this guy can do something about it. In the bottom left-hand corner, from Cascade Esports, is the blue Protoss. He needs 2 games in a row. Can you do that? In the semi-finals, it is SKILLOUS. And in the top right instead, in the red, the Zerg player at match point from Team Ants, it is SERRAL. A brutal game. Wait, you can take this, yeah. Whoa, 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 wait a second. What do we have here, boys? Ladies and gentlemen, that's something I've not seen done in a professional game very often. Yeah, oh yeah, that is a very awkward spot. It is walled off, and now the first photon cannon is going up. Immediate cancel on that archery and gateway to back this up. Well protected by a photon cannon behind it. Beautiful execution by SKILLOUS. SERRAL just decides to take the third and forfeit is natural. This photon cannon is in an awkward spot. Like, this is a good map for this kind of cannon rushes. But I do feel like SERRAL can easily walk down this ramp, which is never a good thing for the cannon rusher. Of course, SKILLOUS has a pretty decent setup. So, SERRAL really saving up a lot of resources right now, dropping down the Roach Warren, making the first queen. He's not scared of the first Zealot. He knows he can fan it off with just a queen. Even if he loses a couple drones, it's not going to matter too much. He's using all of his resources into queens and drones as of now. His Overlord trying to take a good scouting of what is going on here on a natural. Meanwhile, SERRAL still collecting a lot of gas, 4 drones on gas. Watchwarden is going to be up very shortly. And the Cybercore looks like it's kind of too late for SKILLOUS. His base is going up. Yeah, but roaches are going to be... Wait a second. That's an Overlord. That's not a roach. Make a roach over here, SERRAL. Well, he doesn't care. He's making them all in the main. Oh, that's a Zerg. He's going to slow down SKILLOUS before killing this base, but there's even a Robo going up over here. Couple shield batteries to keep these cannons topped up. But it's going to be Ravager's time. Piling down everything SERRAL finds in sight. And now SKILLOUS is forced to chase those lanes back into his own base. Otherwise his wall-up will be in danger without making a cannon over there. Oh, the one Zealot still trying to chase down. Vials raining onto the cannon. Still not enough. He needs more Ravagers. Another one is incoming. Another one soon to be up. Once. Oh my god. Oh. Whoa. You need to transfuse that. Yeah, okay. There is gas for another Ravagers, but it does not need it. It's just the 4. The perfect number. Shield battery is using a lot of the shields onto the Stalkers. Here comes the piles onto the photon cannon, which is going to fall after all. SERRAL just casually destroying this cannon rush without even an effort. Yeah, there is an Immortal out right now, but there is no shield battery to use. It's just not. Immortal is just going to fall. It's just going to die. Pylon goes down, empowering a lot of very important structures. The probe is also going to die. And now it's only that one cannon left standing. This is going to be GG. SERRAL takes game number 2. SKILLOUS fails at the cannon rush.